Hello everyone! Well, this is Swati and I'm gonna wait for everyone to join this video so we can start with the session. Till then, let me just write it down. Come on. Hi guys, hello everyone. This account is not hacked, don't worry. I'm taking over the live video today. Glam makeup session. So it's a time for a glam makeup session with me. And you gotta wait for a couple of minutes only. Makeup session. Make sure you just take this much. Oh, I thought you were making a video of me. All right. Post. Okay, guys, let's begin. So, well guys, this is Swati Verma. Well, I'm sure you must be knowing me if you're following me already. If you don't, you should follow me right away. Well, today it's a time for a glam makeup session with me. It's something, you know, more summerish, but of course with a few glitters. And well, I'm very glad to be here with Shadi Saga, and I'm sure you must be excited also. Well, if you are excited, and I'm sure if you have some products with you, we're gonna do a live makeup session here right away. And also, I hope you all are staying at home, staying safe, and following all the rules. So, guys, let's get started. Looks as if Asin is sitting in front of us. Oh my God, thank you. That's such a nice comment. Okay. Also, if you have any questions, since I will be doing the makeup, I might not be able to read at that time. So, what you can do, you can simply write down over here, and I will, after the makeup session, go through all the questions and answer you everything. But of course, while doing the makeup, I'm gonna explain each and everything. So if you have any questions later on, you can definitely ask. All right, guys, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that I always do is clean my face, and I've already done that. This is like, I've not applied anything on my face right now. Only wore my lenses. I'm wearing the color Jade from Swati Cosmetics, my favorite brand in the whole world. Well, this is you know, we have the most natural looking lenses, and I'm wearing that. You can see it. I'm gonna zoom in. Don't look at my skin. Okay, so. All right, now let's go to the next step. Just waiting for more people. But anyway, I'm gonna use this moisturizer from Glow Elixir. It is my everyday kind of moisturizer. I really like it because it's like a moisturizer plus primer. So you don't really have to repeat this step by using another product, which is a good thing. Glow Elixir, I actually got this, found this brand on internet, on Instagram. So you can go there and buy it, or any other moisturizer which you are using regularly. It's good enough. So the first step is moisturizing your skin, and it's a really important step, guys. Why? Because so many times we feel, oh my God, it's going to be oily in the end, especially in summertime, and we avoid it. And then you know what happens? Your face gets cracks all over. So you must not avoid it. Also, what you can do is, if you are doing the same steps, if you're following the same steps and doing the makeup with me, don't forget to use the hashtag Swati Verma and put a story, tag me, or put a post, and I will repost. My account is written over here, guys, as Swati Verma. Okay, the next step is a primer, but since I told you this can be used as a primer. And also another thing I forgot is this can be used as a primer plus moisturizer plus a mask. I mean, leave it for a while, like 4 or 5 hours, 1 or 2 hours, And you know, mostly I do it in the night, like put a little more amount than usual and go about it. Anyway, now is the time for the next step, which is a foundation. So I'm using this foundation from Dior. It's from the Dior Backstage collection. And I always do my base first. You can definitely start with your eye makeup, but I prefer to use the base, do the base first. And this one is Dior and the shade is 3 Warm. And I'm using a beauty blender to put the foundation all over my face. And if you see here, I just use a very little amount and just blend it. It was too little, guys. I have to get a little more. Okay, you're doing with me? Very good. I want to see some pictures later. Make sure you click a picture and you send it like today only. Anyway, it's gonna be totally different makeup. I don't want to see the pictures of before, like some pictures which you have done maybe in the past. You should do it now. All right, guys, so this is how I do my foundation. And this foundation is so nice, like on an everyday basis also you can use it because it's super light in coverage. And I don't like to go with full coverage foundations because you don't really need full coverage on the whole face. You need full, the coverage only at a certain places. And for that thing, I'm going to use a concealer. Anyway, I'm actually going to seeing the questions also. So if you have any question right now, you can ask me while doing makeup. I can talk about it.
There's one question about the moisturizer. What's the name of it?
Sorry?
What's the name of the moisturizer?
Moisturizer, it's Glow Elixir. Glow Elixir. They only have one product, I guess. Yeah. Because they're amazing on this product. It's a mask. When you'll go and see it, it's a mask. But it can be used as a primer and a moisturizer.
And someone is asking, can I use oil?
You can, but the chances are it'll just break out. So rather, if you have a thick foundation, mix the oil in it. That's all.
Someone is asking, is Prep and Prime by MAC good?
Prep and Prime by MAC is very good. Yes, you can use that too. Oh my God, there's so many filters here. I'm gonna use one. No, not this way. It's getting a little boring like that. Oh no. Let it be. Not so many good filters saved. Yes, you can use that kind of moisturizer for all type of skin. But here, I'm actually going to build a coverage which is dewy, not too much. So yes, summerish. Let's go to the next step, guys. I'm going to use my concealers. This is from Dior, both the concealers. And I'm using the shades 4N, 4 Neutral and 3 Neutral. So 4 is mostly I'm going to use it for correction. Like you use a peach corrector, I'm going to use this. And the other one will be for concealing. So, you see the dark circles here, instead of using a peach corrector, because you're gonna end up looking like an orange if you don't blend it properly. Or if you blend too much, then also, the dark circles are visible. So I'm using this one. But what do you guys prefer? Do you prefer to do your eyes first or the base first? I always prefer the base somehow. Even for my brides, I do the brides and I always prefer to do the base first. So eyes are like the last step that I do. I mean, for beginners, I would always recommend to do eyes because it's easier. You don't have to be like so good. But otherwise, base. When you'll do the base, you're not gonna make any mistake with the eyes. So, yes.
Question.
Yes.
How to avoid the makeup that cracks under the eyes?
Well, you don't have to use too much of product. You know, if you see, I'm building it up, which is really, really important. Most of the times we just put a lot of things on the face and try to blend it and, you know, take off the product, or just, you know, want to improve it. But what happens in the end is we just get a cakiness. The more product you use under eyes, the more lines there will be. If you see, I'm taking a very little product, putting it on the eyes or maybe whatever is needed, and then, you know, if it finishes, I take it again.
Someone is saying speak Hindi.
हिंदी में क्वेश्चन पूछोगे तो हिंदी में बात करेंगे, चलो. But if people are gonna ask in Hindi, how are you gonna read it and, you know?
No, but it's speaking
Okay.
a little bit just type.
So guys, if you have any question in Hindi, Hindi में पूछ सकते हो. English में question है, English में पूछ सकते हो. Whatever you prefer, I'm good with that. Do you have under eye hollowness? How do you deal with it? While I do the baking, you will see I have the hollowness here. And yes, I'm gonna get rid of it with the makeup. Anyway, before doing the concealing, now I am going to the next step, which is a contour. So मैं contour ले रहे हैं यहाँ पे. This is from Fenty. और ये Fenty का जो contour है, इसका shade है Suede. Sorry babes, you'll not understand. And you know what I do is, I make a 3. You see? So it is 3 बनाना है from your forehead, coming on the cheek, और cheeks से लेकर नीचे जाना है jaw lines पर. Very easy. Here to give a little more, you know, definition. I have a big forehead, so just a little bit of contour here to give a nice dimension to the face. Don't you feel these contour sticks do not blend? I love these contour sticks. You know, they're not so sticky, easy to use. I don't know how do you blend it, but I prefer a really fluffy brush to blend. I don't prefer, or you can blend it with the contour, the beauty blender too. Okay, I'm gonna use this brush. This is from NARS. Mostly people use it for powder contour, but yeah, I'm gonna use it for this contour. And it blends pretty easy, you see. It's very important to use a moisturizer in the beginning so that, you know, everything on the face will give you a smooth application. Otherwise, everything gets patchy, guys. Can I contour my forehead and not rest the face? You can. I mean, I have a little fat on my face, you know, that's why I need to contour, but, you know, contour basically gets you the shadows back on the face. So if you are not going to contour, you'll just look too white, or, you know, just a flat face, whatever the color of the skin is, but a flat face, which will be not so nice. So that's why you do the contour. You can do less contour, of course, you know, you don't have to go crazy like me. It's not crazy though, but yeah, you don't really have to do contour like this. Which lenses do I have? It's the color Jade from Swati Cosmetics. I will introduce you one person sitting here who is reading the comments and all the questions, and that's how I'm answering. So you come over here. Because you must be going, who is that? Hello.
Hi.
You look shiny. Okay, so I have Louisa here. Hello, say hello to her.
Hi. I'm reading your questions and she will be answering them.
Yes.
So keep on asking the questions and Swati will answer.
Exactly. Hi, Shrishti. Hello, Nandini. Everyone knows you, Louisa. Shrishti has met you.
Yeah?
Okay, guys. Okay, I'm done with the contour. You know, this was a really light shade for me. Honestly, I prefer it more, but I don't want you guys to get scared of me. Like, okay, she's crazy. So I'm gonna actually, do the powder contour later, but you can definitely, skip this step if you want to. But I like to, go with the cream contour. Why? But especially this one, Fenty one. Because this one is not so sticky. And especially in the summertime, one second. Especially in the summertime, you don't want too much of powder on the face, so that is why. But then it's totally up to you, your choice, Okay, let's go to the next step. Hi ma'am, how are you doing? Hi Shrishti, I'm good.
Okay, someone is asking, can I use a bronzer instead of contour sticks?
Yes, bronzer is a bit of, is with a little bit of shimmer. You can definitely do that. Okay, I have just zoomed in the video so that you can see clearly everything. Now the next step, guys, I'm just gonna take the concealer. So I'm gonna use the concealer, which is for 3N now. This is also from Dior. You can use any other concealer according to your skin. I always prefer to use 1 or 2 tones lighter concealer, lighter than my skin color, so that it can highlight. It is so too zoomed in.
Okay, another question. Which color should the concealer be to cover your dark circles?
1 or 2 tones darker than your skin. So to cover your dark circles, like you see here, I always go 1 tone darker than my skin color. And to highlight this area, then I go lighter. But don't forget, this step cannot be missed or, done like you do the lighter before and darker later. No, you need to do the darker color before and then the lighter concealer. Oh my god, my hollowness under the eyes are going. Okay, next step. This is a concealer. I've taken only this little amount here and highlighting. Do you see the difference here? This is 3N, taking a little more amount. I don't like to waste product at all. Mostly you can, people do it directly. Even I do it directly, but I just want to show you how you can use your fingers if you don't have anything and blend it. The product also gets warm and you use very less amount and you can do wonders.
Which contour stick is best for oily skin?
This is the best one for especially the oily skin. Fenty Beauty Stick, this one. And the color depends on you. I'm using the color Suede. You can go for a truffle also if you want. Truffle is good, especially for my skin. I use truffle most of the time. I don't have it anymore. It's in India. I'm in Dubai.
They're asking how will they know if they should use a warm tone or cold tone?
Mostly all of us Indians, we have yellow undertones. We need warm tones, so don't go for cool undertones. This is, however, neutral. Why I got a neutral one? Because they did not have warm undertones and I wanted to buy this one, so I was kind of forced. I forced myself to buy it. But anyway, you should always go with a warm undertone. Even you go for warm undertones, right? Okay, so many other questions are there. We can maybe take it.
Okay, do you have a foundation that you recommend for summer, like when it's hot outside?
Well, for hot, you need to have a foundation which is, if you want a foundation which is sweat proof and all that, then you need to go for thick foundations, especially not these ones. This is a very dewy kind of foundation, like minimum coverage, but you can definitely set it with a setting powder. And I like this kind of finish for sweat proof foundations. Huda Beauty is good, but it's just too thick. So yes, Huda Beauty is there. This one also you can use the Dior one, or there are so many other brands. You just need to set it properly with the powder, and I will show you how. Okay, now we'll go to the next step. I haven't really used the concealer here. Just a little bit here to define the contour.
Do you have a good budget brand for brushes?
You can go for London Pride. It's easily available in India. You can also, buy Morphe brushes if you have like an access to any of the stores, online stores. You can buy the Morphe brushes. They're pretty good, affordable. London Pride is good, and so many other Indian brands are there now who are coming up with good quality brushes. You can go for that.
Which beauty blender are you using?
This one, actually I got it from Sweden, from Kicks. But you can use any beauty blender. Just make sure it's wet. Not wet like dripping water, but then wet like moist. थोड़ा सा गीला, but पानी उसके अंदर से almost निकल जाना चाहिए. That's what I meant. Okay, the next step, I'm going to do the baking and set my whole foundation, the face. And I'm using this one from Huda Beauty. This one is in the shade Pound Cake. I earlier used to have this one, Banana Bread, but I stopped using it. This one is a little more lighter, and under the eyes I always like to have a lighter effect. So now, are you ready? So what I'm going to do is the same powder I'll be using for baking and setting, both. When I put a little more amount, when I take a little amount and just dab it all over my face, that is called setting powder. Like that is called using it as a setting powder. And right now I'm doing the baking. So taking a little more amount and leaving it under the eyes so it can bake. How many of you knows how to do real baking? I just know how to do this baking, guys. I swear. Okay.
Question.
Yes.
Don't you feel baking dries out the skin and makes you look older?
No, not really. The baking never does that. Baking actually helps you to neutralize all the products that you have used. Here we have used 2-3 layers. And that's what baking is going to help me out to make it smooth, like velvety skin, and that's all. But of course, if you put a lot of product and leave baking for a long time, it happens. Long time again, if you don't moisturize your face properly, everything, every step which I said from the beginning, you need to follow them so that you can get a good base.
Another question is setting powder and baking powder the same?
No, it's not same, but baking powder can be used as both. So this one is, I'm not talking about the actual baking powder, guys. Don't get confused here. I'm talking about the one which is like a translucent powder. The one from Laura Mercier works like that. This Huda Beauty, a lot of other brands are there. Makeup Revolution is there in India. You can use that. But anyway, now what I'm going to do is the rest of the product which is here, I'm just going to dab it on all over my face to give a mattifying look. You see, now it's not shiny anymore. It's matte and it's set. That's what you know.
They're also asking how long should you bake?
You can actually bake for 4 to 5 minutes, but most of the times I leave it for a little longer because when I do eye makeup, it just helps me out from any fallouts. But if you have done, I've moisturized it so well, so it doesn't matter.
They're asking, can I use powder for dry skin?
Powder for dry? Yeah, of course. But you need to moisturize. It's the same thing. You need to make sure that you moisturize your face, and that's it. When you moisturize your face, you will not get patches in the end. You can also use a brush, but I always prefer to use the same beauty blender, goes faster and easier. Please save the video. Thanks, Shadi Saga, for bringing Swati Verma here. Oh, thank you. Of course, I will save this video. I am the one who is in charge on this account right now. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna save this video, guys, so you can see it later also. All the steps that I've already done here, you will be able to see it for 24 hours only.
Okay, another question.
Okay.
Suggest another foundation which do not oxidize for regular.
None of the foundation oxidizes, okay? This is a myth. So many people say it because they don't know about it. No foundation oxidizes. It's you who is not doing the steps properly. You know, if you're actually following the correction and concealing properly with the foundation, it's not gonna oxidize, guys. Okay, some foundation gets a little darker when you put it, maybe most of the concealers, but if you talk about a foundation and when you use the corrector properly, either a peach corrector or a corrector which is like a dark color, like even a concealer which is a dark shade, your foundation will not oxidize. Trust me, try it out.
What's the best liquid illuminator to mix with foundation?
You don't really need to do that, because at the end of the day, if you're gonna put powder on it, what the hell is gonna happen with your liquid illuminator, guys? Come on. Okay. Don't think it's worth it. Anyway, let me just do the powder contour right now. I'm using this one from Dior Backstage Collection, the contour palette. And you can actually skip the powder contour if you want to. But you will see a lot of difference here because I'm gonna use this dark color. So this, I'm doing it all over the face wherever I use the stick contour. And as I said, you know, you can skip that one, but this one is like, you know, not so much into, like, not so pigmented, so it doesn't really get that kind of effect if I just use it alone. So that's why I prefer the stick. And you know, especially for the beginners, it's easier because you get a contour map. You know, when you do it with the cream, it's easier to, you know, it's easier to just do change the steps if you've done a mistake.
Okay. How do I fix a bad contour if I accidentally bring the contour too low down on the cheeks?
Well, if you have done that kind of mistake with a cream contour, just take a little bit of concealer and, you know, just undo it. But if you have done it with the powder one, you can instead, you know, use a little, if you have not applied the powder everywhere, you can instead take a little bit of concealer, very little amount, because, you know, you're gonna use it on top of powder. Just use a little amount and dab it over there. Otherwise, you can just take a compact, you know, compact of your skin color and blend it. That's all. You're getting so many tips, huh?
What is more preferable, a corrector or a concealer?
Both! Corrector is the first step after moisturizer. Then the second step is foundation, and the third step is a concealer. If you will conceal without correction, what's going to happen? You will see your foundation getting oxidized because you know you have dark circles, or if not dark circles, a little bit of pigmentation anywhere on the face. It'll not be one same color, even color. Some good foundation. You're not reading the questions. No, babe. Okay, some good foundation. I just read a question here. Some good foundations for summer.
I think they mean light foundations. So
like light foundations. You know, this one is there from Dior Backstage Collection. It's a really nice cover, like minimum coverage. Then you can go for another foundation which is from NARS. Very nice. Even Nykaa has, you know, a good the anti-pollution foundation. Good coverage. Like medium coverage, but you can, you know, make it less also as in according to the summer. But you know, you can definitely go for CC creams as well. CC cream and a concealer if you're just going for summer. You know, I've posted so many tutorials on my Instagram using just 5 products, which doesn't even sometimes include a foundation. So you can go and check it out later after this video. And for that sake, my account's name is Swati Verma. That's my name. If you don't know that.
Can you name good correctors?
Well, you don't really have to buy a separate corrector. You can go for a dark concealer. Like sometimes, you know, we just make a mistake and, you know, we just buy some shades which are not matching our concealer or whatever. Even a dark foundation, you can use it as a corrector, which is darker than your skin. Anything.
What is the difference between BB cream and CC cream?
Well, BB cream and a CC cream. BB cream is, you know, CC cream is more with more coverage. BB cream has, however, very less coverage. I don't prefer the BB creams because it just gives a very oxidized look on your face. I don't like it. But CC cream has a little more coverage. If you really want to go for, you know, with like a foundation tint kind of effect, CC creams are good. Can we put our hands on LA Girl contour? Yes, of course. As I said, you know, you can use any other brand you have. Doesn't matter. Okay, now, since I put a little bit of, I guess, you know, I did. You know, foundation here also. Or maybe if I have anything left here. Or you can just simply, you know, take a concealer again and put it on your eyelids. Where is my concealer? Did it fall down? Where is my concealer? Okay, it's here. So I'm using the same concealer which I use on my face. I would always prefer a lighter shade for the eyelids because you want your eyes, you know, your eyeshadow to pop out. Anyway, also you don't really need to do any kind of correction on the eyes because you will have a lot of colors here. Even when you don't put anything, just one concealer thing is okay. You don't have to correct your eyelids, even if you have pigmentation. Have you ever tried Body Shop tint? Yes, I love it. Guys, if we have not covered your question, don't worry. Once I'm done with the makeup, I am going to read out all the questions and we will go through it. But this is something, you know, while doing it, it's not really possible to answer everything. But yeah. So you see, it just instantly enhances your eyelids. And now I'm just going to set it with the same powder using the Huda Beauty powder here. Yes, concealer should be lighter than your skin tone. But the foundation should be same, yes.
Which shade do you have on your Dior foundation?
The Dior foundation is 3 Warm. So I am using the 3 Warm shade here. Though, you know, for the concealer, personally, I would prefer 2 Warm shade, but I don't have it here. I have it in India. Here I only have 2 shades. And, you know, no excuses. I'm just trying to find a way to get it done with the same. All right, now let's start with the eyes. That's the most important part and my favorite part.
One last question before you start with the eye makeup.
Yeah.
The concealer should be 1 shade lighter than your skin tone.
Yeah, I just answered, yeah. That's true. 1 shade lighter than your skin tone, but the corrector should be 1 shade darker than your skin tone. Okay, I still have this powder because when I'm going to do the eye makeup, you know, the product might fall off and this will protect my face from getting dirty. Okay, you know, the under eyes basically. Okay, anyway, for the contour on the eyes, like, you know, giving a crease on the eyes, I'm using the same contour powder. And this brush, I'm using it, this is from Beautylicious. It's again an Indian brand, really nice. And you see, I am just, you know, giving a nice contour on the eyes. And I'm just, you know, covering the eye socket. This is a socket this much. Below the crease line is the eye socket. And I'm building a very soft crease with the contour. So when you do a crease on the eyes, you know, you see the shape here, how it looks so different. Oops, wait. The brush name, well, it comes in a set, so it doesn't matter if I tell you the name. But the name is BLE301. It doesn't have a name like that. It's just the number, but they sell it in the sets. It's a normal crease brush which comes in every set, guys.
How do you prevent the fallout?
I just answered. Guys, please please listen when I'm talking, okay? Because I just answered. Why do I leave this product here, this baking powder? Because I don't want anything to fall off. And if anything falls off on my face, I'm just gonna dust it, dust it off later on.
Which is best, using HD products or Airbrush?
HD products are equally good as Airbrush. If you're not an expert in Airbrush, I would never recommend to do it. But if you're getting it from someone, make sure that person knows how to do it properly. Otherwise, you don't want to know. Okay, I actually forgot a couple of steps before I started with the eyes. I have to put the blush. I'm using this blush from Bond Cosmetics in full swing. And this look today is going to be a little peachy, glittery look.
Okay. Is the color of the corrector important? Currently, under my eye still looks ashy after concealer.
Yes, it's important. As I said, either 1 or 2 tones darker than your skin color, depending on how intense dark circles you have. But so many times you just, blend it so harsh that the product goes away. So make sure when you blend it, you're very gentle. When I'm doing it like this, it might, look like, okay, I'm just being too harsh on the skin. But no, I'm being very gentle, but just a little fast forward thing, that's all. Okay, now the next step is highlighter before I go anywhere. Oh, we can actually do the highlighter later on. I'm just gonna go with my eyes. I'm gonna start the eye makeup with the palette. This is the basically Addict palette from Viseart, and so many amazing colors. I'm gonna create a peachy look with this palette. So another brush. This is from Morphe Jaclyn Hill collection, and I'm using a peach color from here on the crease. Brown shade here, and I'm gonna do halo eyes, guys. If you know what it means, it is spotlight eyes. So you just cover the whole crease with the color you want and leave a little area for the spotlight effect. It's called halo eyes. Halo eyes. Okay. Do you have any questions regarding that?
They're asking mostly about the undertones, about the correctors. Can I use an orange corrector?
You can definitely use an orange corrector, but if you are a beginner, if you don't know how to use correctors, just go for a dark concealer because it's easier. That's all.
Okay, another question. How do I know which undertone I have?
It's definitely, pale yellow undertones, so go for the warm shades. Because most of us, even if you're on a very lighter side and you have, you just look at your nerves and you'll be able to see it. If you have green nerves, you'll be able to see that, you have warm undertones. If it's on a purple side, it's cold or neutral. So I guess everyone has green. When you're on a very light side, it is, definitely, it is sometimes that you have, you are either on a neutral side or on a cool side. But I would still prefer to go on a warm side because the overall look with the color, matching the color of your body, it is definitely warm.
Okay.
If you understood what I meant.
A lot of people are asking you about your brushes. Which brands do you use?
I don't have a particular brand, honestly, but I've been working as a makeup artist from last 10 years, guys, almost 9-10 years. So I have bought so many brushes, or so many brands that send it to me. So, I just pick up my favorite ones. But if you want to go buy, if you want to purchase one brush set, I would recommend, like, you know, depending on your budget, you can start from Morphe. If you want to get something in India, there are brands like Beautylicious, London Pride Cosmetics. Then even on Nykaa, you will find a lot of brands. Just go to Nykaa and, you know, find like makeup brushes, and you will get a lot of options. It depends on the technique. Of course, good brushes are needed, but your techniques should be good also. Okay, now let's stick to the eye makeup. I am just, you know, going a little more intense with the peach color on the eyes, or actually over the crease. Just to give it a little more peachy effect. I'm using the palette basically Addict, but if you have missed some steps or you don't understand anything, this video is live for 24 hours, don't worry. Make sure you follow me. That's okay. And make sure you follow Swati Cosmetics, guys. Can we also do airbrush makeup on everyday basis? No way, it's silicone based. You're gonna just clog your pores. How are you gonna do airbrush makeup on daily basis? Tell me that thing first. Seriously.
Is it necessary to apply the eye primer?
No, you can use a concealer instead.
Okay.
Or if you just have a palette with the with the primer, you can just go with that.
Okay, when you're doing the halo eye look, does it look good on all eye shapes?
Yes, it does. It does, it does. Okay, now the next step, I'm going to use the concealer once again. Take it here, the lighter one, using my finger to create this halo effect a little more intense, and blend it with my fingers. The same thing on the other eye. Do you see when I close my eyes? Great.
Can you give a contour effect with blush?
You can, but you'll just look like a pinkish, you know, I don't know. But if you have more on a peachish tone, you can actually do that. Okay, so now if you see the halo effect is created, all right, now what I'm gonna do is use some glitters. All right, guys, also, if you don't want to use glitters, you can definitely use a lighter color in between, like, you know, like this white color, or even this bare skin, which is a very, very light pink tone. I mean, it's a very light pink color. You can go with that, but I'm gonna use some glitters. Whew. And I have a glitter base here, you know, as a glue here, transparent two-way gel from Fashion Fever. It's a drugstore brand here in Dubai, and I'm gonna use this one. I always put the product at the back of my hand to, you know, control the quantity, like whatever I need on my eyes. It's easier with the, you know, with the fingers instead of a brush or the applicator of the product.
You're asking where the glitter is from?
I've not even showed the glitter. Hold on, guys. Okay, be very gentle when you do this. And the glitter is from Shop Arel. Shop Arel. It's called Photography Eye Glitter. Photo Ready. Photo Ready Eye Glitter. And the number is 15. These are not the chunky glitters. These are very, very subtle shimmer kind of glitter. But it's a powder form here. That is why I needed a glue. You could also use a primer to set it, but the glue is always better. Okay, now you can either use a brush to put it or your fingers. I'm gonna recommend to do it with the fingers. Oh my god! Wow. What do you think about it, guys? Okay, what do you think about it? Let me know in the comments here instead of asking questions all the time. We will read the questions also.
Just say the brand again.
It's called Shopperell. Wow, I love these glitters. They're beautiful. Just feel like little.
Someone is asking you if you can please suggest some Fenty beauty shades for Indian skin.
Fenty Beauty shades. I honestly don't remember all the shades, but what I use for myself, for foundation, I use, depends actually, you know, if it's summer or winter time, because in summer I'm mostly tan, so I go for darker shades like 300 warm shade, you know, or 310. But otherwise in the winter time or like normal time, when like Corona time, I would go for a 250 shade. You know, there are new foundations with the hydrating ones. They're amazing, and you can also go for that. And I use a 250 shade from that.
One more foundation question. Can we use Kat Von D or Huda Beauty foundation on dry skin?
Yes, you can, but you just, you know, make sure you moisturize it well. And I would always recommend to use a little bit of oil. Now, which oil? Not the olive oil, guys. I'm talking about the face oils. You know, there are some nice face oils in the market. You can just buy any of them and use it. Anyway, now I'm going to use a liner. This one is from Tom Ford, and I'm going to create a nice wink. So it's not really sleek from the front. Okay. And I always stretch my eye, you know, so that I can get a nice finish. And it's not like a crazy wing here. I just want to keep it subtle. So yes, very subtle wing. I'm gonna do the same here. You need a zoom in effect. Oops. Don't really see it properly. Okay, guys, I really need to be near the mirror, especially for this. But if you do make mistakes, you know what you need to do is just use a little concealer, that's all. Hold on for a bit because I have to look in the mirror. Can you give me the small mirror? Whew. Imagine my liner goes everywhere. Oh, I hate it. Till then, you can ask me questions. No, actually, don't ask me questions because I want to focus here on my liner, guys. How many of you? Wait, how many of you do the same liner on both the eyes? I want to know that.
Let me know when you want that.
Yeah, just give me one more minute because I really have to be very precise here. All right, my liner is done. Now it's the time for the lashes and a couple of more things which are left. As it happens in once, it happens once in 100 times. What do you think about this liner? I always like this liner or I don't like liner. You know, so many times I just don't put a liner. But when I put, I make sure that I do it properly. Okay, so now it's... There's no glue here. All right, so I'm gonna use this glue from Huda Beauty. And we'll be putting the glue here. I'm using the lashes from a brand called Pinky Goat Lashes. I've already used them a few times and I keep them safe. So, you know, you can actually use your lashes a few times. Just so you know. Just don't put the mascara on the lashes and that's all. And same. All right. Okay. Let's wait for it to dry. I just make sure that the lash glue dries for like 20 seconds, 15-20 seconds, and then I just put it on my eyes. You can buy it from their website. We can start with the questions now. Okay, and at the same time, sorry, one more thing. I'm just gonna curl my lashes, my original lashes. This is a lash curler. Make sure you don't curl your skin with the lash curler. Oh my God, I'm gonna get blind soon. Okay, and gonna use the mascara so that, you know, there's no gray or white hair. Not that I have it, but you know, when you use foundation, something like concealer or foundation goes on the lashes. That's what I want to avoid. If you don't like lashes, you can just leave it like this, you know. And I'm using this mascara from YSL.
Can you please tell your favorite lip liner and lipstick combo? Actually, the question was for me as well.
I'm gonna do that when I do the lips.
Okay.
Yes, I will talk about it.
One question. Does your facial hair affect the outcome of the foundation?
It does, and I do have a video for you guys to watch. Not right now, within this week. So you must follow my account for that. I'm gonna do a facial hair removal and also talk about all the things, you know, which you need to keep in mind while doing makeup if you have facial hair.
Can you please suggest a Kaya pencil for oily lids? How to make it not too smudge?
Kajal pencil.
Kajal.
Like Kaya pencil. Okay. Well, Kajal pencil, you can use it from K Beauty, Forever 52, or Recode India, Recode USA. These are the brands that, you know, are easily available there. Even the Nykaa ones, if they have the pencils. I mean, you can honestly go to Nykaa's website or the app and then, you know, buy whatever you want. They have almost everything.
How to make it not too smudge if you have oily lids?
It's about, you know, you have to use a primer or a concealer. Oh, it's done. This, you know, that's what I love about these lashes. Just place it and then it's done.
What is your opinion about Bobbi Brown foundations for the bride.
It really depends, you know, what kind of finish you want. I don't personally use it. Not that they're not nice, but I'm like loyal to the brands that I've been using in terms of foundation. So yeah, I do have different ranges. Like, 1 second, let me just put the lash. And you know guys, when it's a little dry, the glue, it just sticks so quick. But make sure it's not too dry. Oh.
A question about the lashes. How
Yes.
do you clean the fake lashes so you can use them again?
I'm gonna do a video on that because it's not a process. It dried. Wait guys. Wait. Let me not talk much while putting lashes, and then once I'm done, we talk. But I mostly clean it like this, and I make sure that I don't put mascara on it. Okay, another 10 seconds. Since I'm not really doing mascara or anything anymore. Just gonna brush my lashes.
One girl is asking how to put the lashes on yourself, and you do have a hack for that on yours.
Yes, I do have a hack for lashes. Guys, you must go to my account and check it out in my IGTV. It's amazing. I do so many hacks most of the times, and I've posted everything on my IGTV, like how to conceal your dark circles, like a proper explanation video, and how to, like, I have a proper how-to series. So go and watch it. And you know, I've shown like how you can do smoky eyes in like 2 minutes, how you can conceal your dark circles and get a flawless base, how to get like popped out, you know, like really pouty lips without getting Botox, and not Botox, fillers. How to a lot of things with how to. Okay. Okay, now let me just do the eyelashes and then we will talk, guys. Okay, so I stick the first part and then the last, and then, you know, carefully stick the hole. It's done now. You can see. We'll do the same thing here. Okay, it's done. The lash glue, what the hell is wrong with it? Okay, I have to take a little more lash glue. Guess I did not apply it here. I can take the questions now.
Okay. Tell us the best concealer you have.
The best concealer. Now it depends, you know, what kind of coverage you're looking for. If you're looking for like really high coverage, Huda Beauty concealers are amazing. If you're looking for regular coverage, then you know even the Dior ones, they're high coverage, full coverage. If you're looking for regular ones, Fenty is good enough, and you can build the coverage with Fenty ones. If you're looking for something really subtle, everyday, like radiant look, go for a NARS concealer. They're the best.
Okay. What is your skin type?
My skin type, it's a little oily. Depends, you know, on the mood, like my skin moods. It gets oily, it gets dry, so it's very moody.
How do
It's
you
a combination.
know what's your skin type?
Touch it and see it, guys. Come on. You have to just feel like, okay, you touch your skin and see if you're getting a lot of oils, it's oily. You know, you can use these kind of tissues, you know, those napkins, and you know, see, put on your skin, and if you get oil, it means it's oily. If you don't get oil, it means it's dry. If you cannot just find it out by looking at your skin, this is the way.
Which is your favorite blush?
I have used it in the video. You must watch this video to know that. Fine. Okay, now I'm gonna do the under eyes, eyebrows, and highlighter and the lipsticks. Few really important steps to get a perfect look. Oh my gosh. Okay, now it's done. So let's do the eyebrows, guys. Okay, 1 second.
Where's your top from?
My top. This is from Misguided. Just not spoiled. I wore it for the first time today. Bought it last summer.
The most questions are about the foundations and the shades of the foundations.
Sorry?
Most of the questions are about which shades
Okay.
are good, which foundation to use daily.
So I'm gonna do a video on mine's IGTV about foundations.
Yes. Also here, best eyelashes for hooded eyes. Maybe they mean like a certain shape or...
Yeah, so the shape and all that, I don't know how to explain the shape honestly. It's like, you know, those lashes which are like longer than short, long, short, so that you can see the eyelids too. You know, I'm just gonna clean my, just gonna make it neater. It is not cut, that's why it's not sticking. Okay, just gonna make my liner a little more neat from the sides using a concealer. I'm giving a faded effect. Ooh la la. Okay, where is the pen? What's the next question?
Tell me the North shades for Indian skin tone.
NARS shade for Indian skin tone. Sorry guys, I don't work with NARS.
Best
So, I don't know.
friendly makeup brushes.
Huh?
Best pocket friendly makeup brushes.
Makeup brushes, pocket friendly. Oh. Real Technique is a good brand. You can use that. And as I said, you know, London Pride, they're pretty good. Morphe brushes are good. I have to cut this lash. It's a little annoying. Do we have a scissor here? No scissor. Okay guys, I have to do my lash again because this is actually really long and I did not cut it. It's pretty annoying. And you know, so many times I just put the lashes like in 1 second and then these are the days.
They're asking you from where you learned makeup.
Well, I used to be an anchor, an MC, and I used to do my makeup all the time. That's how I learned makeup, but I then went to London and did a course from there. And it's London School of Beauty and Makeup. I'm just trying to find my eyebrow thing. And that's how I started makeup. But of course, you know, you always learn by practicing more and more. And now I teach makeup also along with the brides. Anyway, I'm using this one. This is the caramel shade. It is from Anastasia. It's called the Brow Pomade. I'm using this one on the eyebrows. just to make, you know, give a really nice defined eyebrow look. If you want a really nice explanation, a video with the explanation, you can go to my Instagram and watch the video. I have posted a video where I'm explaining everything about eyebrows on my IGTV. Okay.
They're asking you, when did you open Swati Verma Studio?
So I started working as a makeup artist long ago, but the studio, it was open like 3 years ago. Okay. Sounds good. Looks good to me. Fine. Okay guys, so you can see the eyebrows here and eyebrow here and here. The other side, it is not so good, and I'm gonna make it good. But before that, I just want to show you how you can just conceal your eyebrows with the help of concealer. We'll be using the same concealer. You don't have to change your concealers. I'm using this one from Dior now. And this is how you can enhance your eyebrows. Use a concealer which is lighter, the same as you used on the face. So, you know, you can give a nice highlighted look. Do you see the difference here?
How do I prevent makeup from cracking around the mouth area?
Use a good moisturizer. Make sure your skin is properly hydrated and don't put too much of product. When you're typing, you know, my phone is vibrating. Serena, it's moving. Low pressure. No, it's okay, but relax.
Okay. What kind of look do brides go for these days? Do they mostly go for bold or natural?
Well, it depends on what kind of bride you are. It is totally a personal choice, you know. I never tell my clients what to do and what not to do. I always, you know, ask them, okay, this is your choice, and then, you know, I modify a look and do it according to that for them. But let's say if somebody likes it bold, I definitely go for bold because that's the way they want to carry it. And yeah, so it's a personal choice. You guys set the trends, you know, don't let the trends go for you, go crazy over you.
Just tell her quickly again which eye glue you use.
It was from Fashion Fever. It's a drugstore brand here in Dubai.
Lashes.
Oh, I was talking about the eye glue for glitters.
Oh.
Okay, for the lashes, it was Huda Beauty glue.
Yes. Do you have any more glitters that you recommend?
Yes, NYX has a lot of glitters. Makeup Forever has glitters. Forever 52 has a lot of glitters. I'm finding my concealer, yeah. And Lit Cosmetics has glitters. They also sell it in India. They're pretty good, like a really wide range of glitters, amazing glitters. So yes, you can use that.
Someone is asking, is lip fillers good?
You can tell, huh? Well, they're good. If you want to get it done, you know, you can definitely do that. But it's about, you know, one thing, if you trust the person, then get it done. Like, you know, if you know the doctor, I mean, what do you call the people who does fillers? The doctors, right? Yeah, if you know the doctor, if you know they'll do a good job, get it done, because it is irreversible. I mean, it will, it lasts for maybe a year or something. But, you know, you don't want to end up looking like, I'm not talking. You look beautiful. I love your lips.
How old are you?
Okay, this is a nice question. What do you think? How old am I? What do you guys think? Tell me, if you don't know already.
asking about eyeshadow palettes. Can you recommend some good brands, both Indian and...
In terms of the eyeshadow palettes, I love the palettes. They're very pigmented from Viseart. I love the Huda palettes. Very nice. Then what else? Huda palettes, Viseart, Fenty also has, you know, those small palettes. Now the trend is, you know, going towards smaller palettes, easy to carry, especially for personal use. Even for the brides, I love to carry them because you actually get all the colors. I mean, when you buy a big palette, you never use all the colors. You know, isn't it true? Like a 9 color or 9 color palette is like the best palettes ever. So, and you can have a variety of it. So I always prefer the palettes which are small. Time's up. 28 in October, Lavisha. Oh, she is coming to my course. I know her now because she always comments on my live videos. Okay guys, the makeup is almost done. I'm just gonna do a couple more things. This is a nude pencil that I'm gonna use in my waterline to make the eyes look bigger. And here I did something, so I'm just gonna hide. And another thing which I'll be doing is just to create a little more gradient effect under the eyes by using the same palette, brown and peach color. And my eyes are gonna look even bigger.
Which brand was the pen?
It was Charlotte Tilbury. You see the difference? How this looks totally, you know, like good, complete. And this looks a little empty, so I'm just gonna fill it out with the color. Oh my God. Now I wanna go out with all this makeup. What should I do at home? I'm just gonna take some pictures and upload it. This is what I do, you know, to create a nice look, like to make your eyes look bigger under the eyes. I always use a lighter color, like 2 or 3 lighter colors to give a nice gradient effect, like a transition. And now I'm just gonna dust off the powder, which is under my eyes. And you see the dark circles are gone. Okay, another thing which is a highlighter, which is the most important thing, and I'm gonna use this one from Jeffree Star. It's a Supreme Frost Wet Dream. It's a crazy one. It's a crazy highlighter and it gives a blinding effect. Are you ready? When I talk about makeup, she's like, this is my favorite highlighter. But if you don't want this kind of glow, you can go for something else. Just putting a little bit on the nose to highlight. How to convince your clients. As you know, a lot of women don't like to pay what they want good, but they want good work with high-end products as well. Well, you know your worth, right? So you should not undervalue yourself. If you know what you're worth, just stick to that, and the people will respect it too. But if you just undervalue it and you just give discounts or work for less, of course in the beginning you have to do it because you want to make your profile, but in the end, like after a while, if you have done it already and you just you're not getting the right clients, just wait for it, I would say. And when you will find the right clients and who will respect your work and who would like to invest that money in your work, you know, then it's good. Go for those clients. Then you will be choosing your clients.
Can you just tell the highlighter name one more time?
Jeffree Star Supreme Frost Wet Dream. It is crazy highlighter, seriously. Before putting a lipstick, I'm just gonna, you know, use this spray. Oh my god, it's so refreshing. It smells like cucumber. This one is from Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. It is actually a new packaging, or maybe a packaging which was there for some time.
Can you also just repeat one more time which eyeshadow palette you just used under your eyes?
Oh my god, guys, it was the same eyeshadow palette. It was basically Addict. So, you know, use any palette you want, and it's just about, it's supposed to, it should be pigmented. That's it. That is why. And as I said, what did I say? I forgot. I forgot what I said, guys. When is next Swati Pro course happening? Well, we have a Pro course happening in June, but looking at the current situation, don't think, you know, it's gonna happen in June. So we are still waiting for, you know, a couple of more days, maybe a week or something, to get the final things. You know, in Delhi we have a course next month, actually 10th to 16th of June, and it's sold out, but we're gonna have another course in August for sure. So if you want to if you want to get some more information about it, you can just simply go and text on my profile for the next courses. Okay, now the lipstick. I don't even want to put a lipstick. It looks so nice like this. Do we have a nude pencil here? Okay, another trick I will just tell you guys, since you're all watching. Okay, so this is a nude pencil, which is an eye pencil, and I'm gonna use it on my lips to create that nice pouty look. So you see, this is the original shape of my lips, okay? And now, what's gonna happen later, you will see. A little more light. You know, we always have that invisible line on top, a blurry line on top of the lips. And I am gonna blend it.
What do you think about eyelash extension?
I had eyelash extensions for 5 years, but I just got rid of it last year. So it means it's not good. It really affects your lashes. And you see now I naturally got this blurry line, like even more highlighted. Now the next step, I'm using this from Huda Beauty, the Huda Contour, Lip Contour. And I'm leaving that, you know, the nude pencil a little space.
There's one question about, can you say 3 shades of foundation from First 52 that you have? She's been asking that time.
I swear I don't remember the names, seriously. But what shade do you use from that? You don't even remember the name?
06 or something.
So, I mean, the shades that I would recommend, I mean, I always go for the shades for my brides, which are like from a light color, a medium color, and a dark color. So then, you know, you can always mix and match. That's what you can do. Go for the lightest shade, not the lightest shade, a light shade, like, you know, according to the clientele that you have. Then a lighter shade and as in a medium shade, and then the dark shade. Where are the lip colors, lipsticks? Where are the lipsticks? I did not put any lipsticks here.
Okay, meanwhile you can answer how to choose your foundation and concealer according to your skin tone. Like, where do you try it? How do you make
Well, guys, simple. If I just have to answer it like quickly, I would say, just always try it here, this area, just to see it matches your skin, the face and the body. So you see, my face was on a lighter side than the body. This one is more on a tan side. Yeah, just give me one. I will put it here. I'm gonna use these from Huda Beauty. The shade is called Girlfriend. And yeah, try that here and see if it matches. Basically, you have to match your foundation with your body.
Okay. Which shade is your favorite from Swati Cosmetics?
All of my babies, See, trust me, all the colors looks amazing on every skin color. It's just that depends on what look you're creating or what, what is the occasion where you're going. So right now I'm wearing jade. Jade looks amazing with these colors, and I wear aquamarine most of the times. Like earlier, jade was my favorite, but now aquamarine and sandstone and sapphire is my favorite because how blue eyes just enhances your whole look. I've created so many looks with aquamarine lenses lately and sapphire lenses. I love these two shades. Also for regular everyday use, I use a sandstone every time. 3 must-haves for Tarte concealers. Go for a medium, light sand, medium sand, light sand, and deep the honey color. Sorry, the tan sand. These shades. Where is my? Okay, I'm looking for the.
Okay.
Mascara.
Is it necessary to apply compact powder after setting foundation for long-lasting makeup?
Yes, for regular makeup also. If you want to set your makeup, you need to have a compact or a setting powder.
Do you have any other highlighters that are good?
There's so many highlighters in the market. It just depends, what kind of sheen do you like. The Huda ones are good. The one from Fenty, I love them. Anastasia one, they're nice. Depends. Becca highlighters, nice, so it depends what kind of highlighter you like. So this is the final look, guys. Oh my god. My lipstick is not done yet, okay. Just want a light nude color, but I'm not really finding it here. Ooh, okay.
Best setting powder or compact for summer brands?
Go for Huda ones. Setting powders.
Is compact powder and setting powder the same?
Uh-huh. Sorry. 1 minute. What I love these days is like putting a gloss. And I'm gonna do it now. I'm using this lip oil from Dior. You can use any other gloss. Alright guys, so we've answered almost all the questions. I'm gonna do more live videos on my profile, hopefully tomorrow. So you can follow me, and also, I always reply to the DMs, so you can definitely ask me all the questions if you have. If we couldn't really answer it here, we are gonna take care of it. I'm gonna take care of it. And I hope you like this look. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? I'm gonna save this video here on Shadi Saga's account. You can watch it for 24 hours. Thank you guys. Lots of love. I'm gonna save it now and now.